Everybody, I'm Kallum Stewart. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Nottingham. I am doing this video for the National Careers Week, which is coming up in March. I'm a graduate mechanical engineer working in the nuclear sector and energy sector, working for Assystem. At school, I loved maths and physics. With maths, I loved the step-by-step approach that you would take to get to a solution. My brain sort of worked well with this and the logic that you needed to achieve the solutions. And then with physics, I really enjoyed understanding more about how the world worked and the underlying science behind the things all around us. And then at A level, I also took design technology, which was a bit of a game changer for me because I've always been creative. I enjoyed sort of creative subjects, but then actually turning my ideas into a physical object was just amazing, and I really enjoyed it. So over the 2 years in design technology at A level, I tried loads of different projects and designs, and I was growing in terms of confidence and passion for that subject. So then when I came to apply for a degree, I still wanted something that involved maths and physics and my understanding of those, but to have the creativity and license to create things from my own ideas. So therefore, I took up a degree in engineering, and more specifically a degree in mechanical engineering, just because it offers such a broad base of knowledge that it really can be applied to so many different areas and industries. I had an engineering degree mainly down to the practical elements of the course. So yes, like all other degrees, you spent a lot of time in the lecture halls in the first and second years, learning the underlying principles of your subject. So we learned about materials and manufacturing and design, and then the stresses and strains and calculations that you need to understand those designs and to ensure that they're safe and they're going to last throughout their lifetime. But then the bit that I enjoyed most was that we then got to use that information and apply it in a practical sense. So we were in workshops all the time. We got to do laboratory experiments, and then in final year you get to make a large project as part of a group and then individually, where you spend hours upon hours in the workshop turning a complex design that you and a group have made together into a physical object that then gets displayed at the end of the year exhibition. And it's great to learn how to turn those conceptual ideas that you have into a physical object. Graduating from the University of Nottingham in the summer of 2020, I secured a graduate mechanical engineering role with Assystem Energy and Infrastructure Limited. I hadn't considered going into the nuclear energy industry at the beginning of my degree, but as I read into the industry and this job in particular in more detail during the final year of my degree, I became really motivated and inspired by the journey that the UK is moving towards sustainable energy sources, and I wanted to be part of that. Although working in nuclear energy has its technical challenges, which are helping me to develop as an engineer no end, the potential of this energy source and the impact that it could have towards climate change and in a positive way, and the move away from carbon emitting energy sources and emissions is incredibly rewarding and motivational every time that I come into work. In the last 6 months, I've been involved in a variety of projects, these ranging from nuclear fusion research projects, which were international and multi-nation led projects, to UK-based nuclear power stations and working on some of the strategies for those moving forwards. Advice would be to work really hard at school and try to find a subject that you're passionate about, as spending a couple of years or a few years at university studying a subject is going to be much easier if you're really passionate about that subject. Other than that, try to find some work experience. Hopefully you'll find something you really enjoy, and then it's easy to decide what you're going to do in the future, hopefully a STEM career. However, even if you don't enjoy it, at least you've ticked something off and you know that you don't enjoy it, and you're not going to then spend years in a job in it. Cheers. I hope you've enjoyed this insight, and I hope you enjoyed the National Careers Week.